what we're going to do now is we're going to go on into Apple Core, and I'm going to show you how to enter attendance and grades, and then we'll also pop in for the portfolio for those of you with high school students. So I'm going to share my screen with y'all, and we're just going to take it step by step. So here I am. I'm in a Test Families Apple Core, or Test Families whole homepage, but you'll see Apple Core down in the bottom under grade reporting. So I'm going to click on that. And here's an important note for high school students concerning dual enrollment and ACT, SAT tests. We'll need both of those items for dual enrollment credit and for ACT, SAT credit. You'll need the official either transcript or test scores to be able to get that into their records. So if you have a high school student, just read through that, but we're going to continue on into Apple Core. Oh, great. And now it has logged me out. So hang on one second, and I'm going to get my password. So sorry about this delay. Okay. All right. Okay, well, apparently I keep hitting the wrong password, so let's try that again.
Karen, do you need the password?
I got it.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so sorry about that. Here we are. We're going to click into Apple Core, and we're going to continue to Apple Core. And so what we've got is we're going to go in and we're going to be Jose. And so we're going to see several things. We're going to view and report grades or portfolio. But Jose is an elementary student. So we're going to go in and view and report grades. Well, the first thing I'm going to want to do for Jose is I'm going to go up into attendance. You'll look at the very top. You'll see where it has the clock. And I'm going to click on that. And then you can see this family has several children. So I'm going to scroll to whichever student that I need. And so let's just add dates for Joe. So we're going to click on Add Dates for 2018, 2019. And it's going to bring you up a window. So I'm going to say, oops, I forgot to enter fall semester dates. So I'm going to click on fall semester. And I'm going to put in 90 days and click Save. So there it popped right up on your screen. And then I need to catch up and enter spring semester grades, spring semester attendance. So I'm going to click spring semester and 90 again and click Save. And now I've entered attendance. So you can enter exact grades. You can enter an idea. A lot of people just enter 90 and 90 to do their full 180 required days. So once I've entered attendance, I'm going to go back to my students, and I'm going to go back to Jose on view and report grades. Okay, so we've got grammar and math already listed. So when you've already entered your fall grades, it is very simple to add your spring. You click on Add Semester, and then it actually brings up your course. It brings up the grade that your student already earned. And all you have to do is change the semester. Now, let's say your student didn't make an A on this semester, so you just need to change to a B, and that's fine. And you would hit Save. So then it would bring it up. Here's grammar in the fall and grammar in the spring. Now, we just apparently did math in the spring, but let's say we're going to finish it in the summer. So we're going to add that semester and click Summer and Save. but maybe we're not done with it. Oops, I forgot about that. So go back into your letter grade and just mark it as in progress. So that way you'll know that it is in progress. You can see it's got a yellow background, but we also forgot to enter science and social studies. So now we're going to go to add course, and we're in the elementary right now. So we're going to click on K through 8 science, and then maybe just give an idea of what y'all studied. So I think we studied astronomy this year. And I'm going to now put whatever book that I used, and then I'm going to click add course. And there it goes. So then I would go into the edit semester and say, oh yes, we got an A, and we did it in the spring. And then I would click save. So let's do that one more time. Let's add a course. And we're going to add social studies this time. And this time we did world history. And we used Bob Jones. So I entered that textbook resource and I clicked on add a course. And so then our world history comes up. And we can again enter in the grade, but let's say you don't want to do grades. Let's say right now you're just going to do an excellent for the spring semester. That is just fine for elementary students, and even up if you want to into middle school. By the end of middle school, you should be in doing letter grades, and you have to do letter grades for high school. So there's elementary. And now I'm going to go to another student and we're going to enter high school grades. So we're going to go to Jeremiah. And Jeremiah has 4 courses listed in this fall. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go in and enter his attendance. And look, I already entered it. So that's done. So now we're going to go back to Jeremiah. And we are going to add a semester for the accounting. So he made an A again. I'm very proud of him. And so we're going to enter spring semester. And since it was a full year course, each semester is worth half a credit. And then I'm going to click on save. Now, accidentally, I did not enter a credit in the fall. So I'm going to come back to edit semester. And I'm going to be sure and add in that credit. All high school courses should have a credit value earned. So now I need to finish entering the English. So I'm going to add a semester and click on spring. But unfortunately, we struggled a little bit and only got an A-. And then we have half a credit and we have that. And then I have to go back and enter the half a credit on the fall semester. Otherwise, my student won't have a full semester, a full year of English. So now we're going to add a course. Now you'll notice that on the high school, we've got the credit courses checked. And that should be automatic. You shouldn't have to do anything. And we did a health course. So I'm going to enter health. And health is only a 1 semester course. So all I have to enter in is 1. So we did that in the spring semester and my student got an A. There you go. So while we're kind of looking at this, let's also look at portfolio. So if we go back to students, here's Jeremiah, and there is the portfolio tab. So you would click on that, and we're going to add to portfolio. So what's the activity? Let's say a club, and the title, Honor Society, and a description, served with other members, whatever you want to say. And then my start date would have been let's say August the 1st of 2018, and my end date would be May 31st. Now, let's say your student stays in Honor Society. You can come back in later and you can change that to be 2021 if you want to, and click Save, and then there that is in our portfolio. And then you have an option here to edit or to add. So you can add maybe your student became the president, or you have more information now that your student's been in it for more than a year. You can just simply click on that and you have that done. So here we are back at students, and I'm going to do one more. It's going to say we're going to do one more entering of the grades, and this is high school. So we're going to go into science. Now, if you'll notice, most sciences have the option of using with lab. If you do a lab, be sure and put biology with lab. And then enter whatever text you use and add that course. And there it is. So we say, oh, whoops, we forgot to enter that in the fall, so I'm going to do the fall right now. And then we can go back in and add the spring. Okay, so that's kind of how it works. I think we've gone over everything, but I want to go back and see any questions. And if we need to, I'll come back and we'll show it to you again if you have any questions. So did that help? Do you want me to go over it again? Let me know what is going to do well for you all. Okay, so questions. Okay, so Teresa, I think I answered your question about your school year. Just enter a point in time grade by June the 15th, and then go in and edit it when you get the final grade. Stephanie, my son is going to be a senior. I'm not sure if you can go back and mark those courses to honors. I think they're locked down at the end of school year, but if you will email me at Karen@HomeLifeAcademy.com, I will check that for you. If you're in Tennessee, weighted GPA and honors classes don't matter as much as a location like Florida. But remember, to get an honors designation, you have to include all that information in the course and resources guide, because it's got to be an honors class. So you've got to tell me how you supplemented and what you did in order to have that honors. But Stephanie, if you'll email me, we'll work through that honors process and get that straightened out before transcripts start to go. So Tammy, same thing that I told Teresa, you're going to be working with Archway. And so I would probably talk to Archway about how they want you to handle your grades since you're not going to be done by June 15th. Give the Archway folks a call and they can help you. Oh, Stephanie, I'm so glad you liked it. So Katie, I have a daughter named Katie Johnson. That's funny. Yes, you just double click that you are going to add a semester, and it'll put the spring semester right in there for you, and you just correct the grade and click on spring. Grade reporting is required for every grade K through 12. It's part of the rules of being registered with HomeLife Academy. You have to enter grades by January 15th and June 15th. For little ones, less than about 6th grade, you can just do excellent or satisfactory. For the older ones, you have to do a letter grade. That's okay, Christy, if you missed the January 15th reporting grades. It depends on whether you'll be able to enter fall grades. It depends on what your previous school sent us for in the records. So for 5th grade, you'll probably be able to go ahead and enter those. But if you have any questions about that, you can call and talk to Phyllis at phyllis@homelifeacademy.com. Or if you call, her name is Phyllis Broadus, and she's our elementary counselor, and she can help you. But you'll definitely be able to enter spring and quite possibly fall, depending on what the school sent us when you withdrew. So are there any other questions? Are y'all all ready to now go in and get those grades in and start your summer? Does an honors designation matter for middle school? It does not. It's really only for high school. How does one designate grade level above a subject? You would have to do everything that was required in the text plus an overage, maybe an extra research paper or two, maybe doing a supplement course, anything like that would help you designate it as an honors course. My email address is karen@homelifeacademy.com. And then I also saw a question about being able to see your previous records. You would need to call the office and ask to speak with someone in the records department, and they'll be able to help you with this. At what point are you unable to update grades for high school? I think that they're locked down at the end of each school year, but I can double check on that for you. But you definitely want to try to make sure that you enter everything correctly and that you don't forget a course. So maybe, go through several times with your grade book and make sure that it's all there. You would be surprised how many seniors I have that were getting ready to graduate, and I say, you're missing health. And they say, but we took that in 9th grade, and somehow it just missed getting recorded. So you really want to try not to do that, so just double check. There is a letter grade chart, Sandra. It's on the website. If you'll go to grade reporting, you'll see our grade list. How do you do attendance when part of the year was at a public school? You only do attendance for the time that you were at Home Life Academy. The public school took care of your attendance while you were with them. How many credits do high school students need each school year? Between 6 and 8. I'm so sorry, I've got the hiccups. 8 in 9th and 10th grade for sure, but that's a good realm. You don't want any more than 8 per year in high school. The course description theoretically is just for Home Life, but there are some colleges that will require the course description, or there are some situations, we're dealing with one right now where an employer wants to know what math that the student took and wants to know what books that were used. So it can be used for other things. Mostly it's just for Home Life Academy though. If you re-enroll in public school for 6th grade and you'll need a report card, they will actually, the public school that you're going to will actually send us a records request, and we will send them all of your grades and report card and everything. So any other questions? Well, y'all were just a sharp group. I hope this really helps, and I hope that you feel super comfortable with Home Life Academy's Apple Core now. It's a great grade reporting and portfolio system, and just know that if you have any questions in the meantime, we're happy to help. So everybody have a great day.